She walks to school with a lunch she packed. Nobody knows what she's holding back. Wearing the same dress she wore yesterday.
It's got to affect them as years to come. They've got to be mentally scarred.
Yeah. It could perpetuate the cycle of violence.
Yeah, okay. Quite a serious impact, I would imagine, because you act by what you learn, by your own experience, as far as I know. Yeah. So I certainly definitely need lots of support going forward to growing up.
Okay. They couldn't care, they'd be sitting in the pub. And that's all I'm going to say to you.
It will affect them mentally, probably physically as well, but definitely mentally it'll be in the back of their head.
Well, it'll affect them horrendously, I would think, to the extent that, you know, they themselves may become abusers because they probably don't know any better for what they've actually been through.
I guess it depends how they've dealt with it when they're younger. If they haven't dealt with it well, I guess there's a tendency for them to adopt that behaviour.
It'll have a really bad effect on them. I think it'll have an effect on their self-confidence, on their ability to feel trust in people, yeah, all kinds of things that will be really difficult to deal with.
I suppose I think young people are the same as any of us. There are young people who are absolutely magic. I think often a lot of people underestimate what young people can do if they're given the opportunity. But I think they're like everybody else. There's some young people who are great, there's some who have off days, and there's some who are difficult, and that's life, same as anybody.
Well, I've been fortunate, I suppose, over the years in that I've worked with young people quite a lot. I was a teacher before I joined the police, and then thereafter worked with them as a police officer. And in the vast majority of cases I've found young people to be enthusiastic, energetic and motivated to achieve their aims. I would say that there are a small number of cases where some young people need to be given advice and assistance in respect of staying on the right path, but I would say that's no different to adults.
One thing I've noticed in consultation work, I actually come from a background of doing community development work with minority ethnic women and girls, and one of the things I always noticed was that when my clients were invited to take part in consultations, there often seemed to be this idea that they would have a sort of unified view, you know, it'd be like, so what do young people think about transport? And it'd be like, well, young people are complete individuals, they have their own opinions, their own backgrounds, you know, that you can't really generalise. So I suppose really trying to show that get away from that stereotype, and there's no such thing as an average person, is that, you know, we're all completely unique and different.
Well, I've worked with young people all my life, so I've had 30 years of working with young people, and many of those experiences have shaped up why I'm so excited to be in this post. Most of the young people that I've worked with young people who've been young offenders, young people who've been in care, young people who are leaving care, and all of those experiences have had an impact on the reasons why I want to be doing this job, and it's just a wonderful opportunity to try and make the lives of children and young people in Scotland better for future generations.
I think it's impossible to have a personal view of young people because there are as many young people as there are people, so you've got to relate to young people the same way you relate to anybody else. I always find it amazing that people would have a view about young people, in the same way I find it amazing people have a view about women or about anybody else, or police officers or school teachers. There's such a variety that it's impossible to have a single view.
We need to be more aware of age discrimination. As young people are faced with inequality such as only 2 under-16s being allowed into shops at a time, an automatic assumption that they would shoplift. What would happen if the roles were to be reversed? Outrage would be sparked throughout the country and furious articles would shriek such blatant behaviour. Well, for many young people in Scotland, a similar scenario is played out every single day.
Blimey, look at this. I never thought to come to this.
This is shocking. This is the first time I've ever seen this. This is discrimination. Absolute discrimination.
Sticky sweeties on my way home.
Right, let's go to another shop where this isn't happening. Yeah. I mean, this is shocking.
There's one up there. Come on, up there.
Let's go.
Here we have some pictures of the way poverty-stricken youth lived before Children First was established. Would you live like this? It's shocking for us to see the amount of children that were being neglected